Hey, I am back with another product review. And like I said, I think it was a week or two ago, when I did one of them, I was going to be doing the other one. And so here it is. It is the Winter Wonderland LED musical single snowing lantern. Now, I did the Halloween one, and I've just got screws and put the base on it. So that's all up now running. So now we're going to open this Christmas one, and we're going to see what it's like. As usual, it's got the sticky thing on the top, so you can't get into it unless you peel it off and take 10 hours to get into it. Right, now we're opening it up. So let's have a look what's inside. Now, as always, we have a box which has got the plug in. Right, so we'll take this bit of polystyrene out. We've got a nice green nozzle, nice green bit to go on the top. Then we've got the top bit with a nice Santa in, and the snow. Or snow like a snow globe, but a giant lantern snow globe type thing. Then we've got a pole. We've got one pole. We've got two poles. So this should be easy to do because it's like the other one. Then we've got a wreath. It's all the snow's coming off. It's all that stuff that the snow like comes off of it. And we've got one cat that's going berserk for a fly in here. And then we've got the base. So then we take that out. And then we've got the bit that goes on the top. No, it's on the bottom. Then we've got the instructions. And we have a bag of screws in this one. Right, so let's get this made up and have a look. I keep thinking that's the top. But it's not the top. It's the bit that goes on the base. It's the bit that sits on there. Or you could... right, so we've got the two poles. So that pole could screw into that pole. Oh yeah, but before we do that, we need that's the top bit. We don't need to do that bit. It's the other bit. What we need to do is we need to take this off of here because this needs threading through that pole. And that pole, and it's no good me because the last time I made that mistake, I screwed them both up, and then I had to unscrew them. And as always, we got this farty little black stuff that you got to twiddle and turn, and I never know which way to twiddle and turn it. It's this black plasticky twisty stuff I really despise with a passion. Right, now that's off. So we take this really long thing, and then it wouldn't thread through very well last time. I think I had to entice it. But this should go through a lot easier. Right, there we go. There's one. Alright, so then that goes through there. Ooh, and then that should thread through this one. Nice, and it should be nice and easy. Got it yet? Nope. This is the one that takes the time. And there we go. Right, so we've got that threaded through. So that goes. I got it round the wrong way. I wondered why that wouldn't be screwing in. Right, I had that like that. And that like that. That wouldn't have, it should have gone round the other way. So we're going to have to thread it back through again. I tell you what, it's nice and it looks nice and easy to do. It's just a lot of like fiddling, threading throughs, but then I suppose if you don't want the wires dangling or anything for health and safety reasons and one thing and that other. Ooh, that's got a bit of a, oh dear, not disastrous. It's got a bit of a, well, you can see that on there. It's a bit of a blemish, a bit of a a red green hasn't been. So that, I mean, it's not disastrous. I could either paint over it, or whether, it's meant to be there, but it's only cosmetic. It's not like, say, disastrous, because you could always turn it around and have it at the back. I mean, if it was broke, if it was split, or it was broke and it wasn't all there, then I would have a right to take it back. But for little things like screws or things like that, I'm not gonna be overly, moan about it. It is what, sometimes it's just the way the production, or it may have done whatever, wherever, it may just be the paint that they use. Right, now we got that through. Now we got to screw this on like that. So that's on there like that. Right, so I've done it again. So we're gonna have to unscrew this because I forgot. It's trying to remember how to do it, and it's just like I forgot to put that on. Otherwise, we're going to put it on the bottom. You see, look, that's what I mean. All the snow's coming off of the reef. If this cuts off halfway through, then I'm going to have to come back and do a part 2. Oh, why isn't that? I'm screwing in there very well. Now it is. Right. Now it is. It's just because I didn't have the thread of the screw thing in exactly the right place. So now we're going to thread this through. So now I'm hoping I have it right now. Yeah, there we go. Right. So that goes through there, and then we'll screw that. Right, before I do that, quickly, it's got to go through the inside there, not the outside. I was going to do it on the outside, but we'll do that through there. Right, so now we can thread this through here, hopefully. Yeah, now I've got to put screws on the bottom of this, which is what I'm going to do afterwards. Right, we'll put that through there. Right, so we've got that bit there, we've got that bit there. So then that goes through there. It's nice and easy, but it's just a lot of threading throughs and screwing ons and stuff. Oh, I forgot to... No, you're not going... It's just falling, comes shooting back out the other end. See, this is what I mean with this wire. You've got to thread it through, and then you've got to make sure it's in place. Then you've got to screw it on. Right. So I need to keep that stood up. We'll stick that on the base for a minute. Right, we'll stick that on there. Whoops. Right, so now hopefully we can thread this through here without any hiccups at all. Sometimes the polystyrene as well, doesn't it? All the polystyrene as well comes off. Right, so I've got to hold on to that and then screw that into place. Right, so there we go. We got that screwed into place. Right, we have that screwed in place. Excuse, I am wearing something, so if anybody has a moan that I'm in the, got nothing on, I am wearing something. Ooh, try and get that right so it doesn't fall off. So now we put the lid on here. We've got 2 prongs. It's a 2-prong connection. You need to make sure you get it in the right ones, and then you do that, and then you've got a little bit that you screw on, a little connector that screws on to the end, to the top end. There we go. So that goes on there. Right, and then you can put that in there, or kind of hide that in there, sort of. And then we've got an on-off on this one. We've got an on-off switch. If you can see, probably could. On-off switch on there. On, off, and on 2. That must be test. Like sometimes it's a test. Like when you can test it in the shop, or you can have it on test mode. We need to thread this through here, which is the difficult bit. It's not. The wire doesn't seem to want to go down in the base. And now it does. You've got to manipulate it. Right. So, get this screwed on. There we go. Right. We're pretty much done almost. Oh, we've got the wreath that we put on, but that's Velcro, so that goes on there. Well done, Cat. Look at this. He's come shooting through. Oh. He's come